it's right.
Yeah. So on my list today.
That's all good. Yeah. Hi everyone, thanks for coming to the last official class for spring semester. But we will be back only on Tuesdays for the summer, starting June 4th. So I hope if you're around, you can come to class. And we're going to start here, the roller down your spine. And just narrow the feet into maybe 4 to 5 inches apart. Extend the arms out to the side with the palms up. Arms in a T position in relationship to your body. And we can tip the weight from one side to the other, curving down around the roller with your hip and your shoulder blade. Maybe you'll feel a little tug here across the top of the shoulder into your pecs, and even feel it into your neck. And of course, we'd love to feel that massage across the sacrum and the SI joints. You notice the weight shifting in your feet from side to side. Just take a moment to catch your breath. Feel how your body's organized on top of the roller, the weight floating up, the tail being heavy, the weight sinking down towards the ground around the curves of your roller. And eyes either closed or soft focus to the ceiling above. And then we can come back to center. And here the arms lift, they curve up in a big hug, a big embrace. Fingers reach towards each other and then pull that space open and apart. You're going to sink the arms down slowly so you feel like you won't need to resist gravity on the way down. Soft landing, and then the arms come up again. So again, moving slowly enough that you feel the weight of your arms as you're moving here, and then pull this open and down. And we rise again on the inhale. You can suspend your breath, hold the motion. And then let's come down again. And one more time. Now that they are in above you, and then as you breathe out, you push the arms open, picturing that breath filling the air above you so the arms descend. We'll lift the arms up to the sky and then point the fingers to the ceiling. Take an exhale and widen the collarbone, lift the blades up down. As you inhale, the hands shrug the arms up, lift the shoulders away from the roller, and exhale, the blades sink down again. Arms rising on the inhale. And then releasing back towards the ground as you exhale. You're going to stretch the width of the back as the arms go up, and then stretch the width of the chest as the arms sink back. Just continue to follow your breath here. Inhale, and as if your hands were filled with helium, they lift high. And then exhale, think the shoulder blades filled with sand, and they drop down. One more like that. Reaching as high as you can go, and then without forcing, just melt down. And then we turn the palms forward, exhale, lifting the arms at your side. Inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling, and exhale back by your ears. Yawn your body open, and then you'll lift the arms again, and exhale, bring the arms long and down here, settle them in. And rising again, lifting up. Exhale, press the arms back behind you. Use your abdominals so that you don't arch the back additionally. You bring the arms forward in unison, parallel, and touch down softly. Hands and fingers rest on the mat. We line up again, and exhale to yawn your body open here to the ceiling, and then reversing. Arms drawing 2 parallel rainbows here at your side. From here, bring your hands to your shoulders, and we circle the elbows. They come in and up, and then exhale out wide, around and down. Nice and smooth. You want to do this in a way that feels good in your shoulder joint, good in the muscles in your arms and in your chest and back. And through it, for every circle, there's a short inhale and then a longer exhale. We'll complete the circle and then go ahead and reverse. Down and back, forward, around, in. the shoulder blades here, really shrug your shoulders. Get that feeling of massaging out that upper back area. Space between the shoulder blades happens to be a place where we can get a lot of tension being held. This should help release it. As will the deep breathing of the longer exhale. Let's extend the arms forward, palms down, reach the fingers towards the end of your mat, and the arms lift in unison and go back by your ears. You'll exhale to circle wide around forward and down parallel to your roller. Turn the palms down and rise again. Up and back on the inhale, sweep forward and wide. Trace your wingspan, palms down, lift again. Circle around here. And one last one. All right, and now we'll bring the hands into diamond arms, thumbs together, index fingers together, wrist in line with the forearm, with the upper arm, and lightly press one hand to the other. We'll sweep the arms back overhead, framing your face, and then exhale, sweep the arms forward, floating the hands just off your belly. Going up and back, the weights will slide towards your tailbone here as the arms go behind you, and then coming up and forward. Yeah, so we're just moving here, different positions in the shoulder joint. Maintaining a little press from hand to hand to really work into the inner arm muscles. And then we can come back and slide off of your roller. One layer off from me. I know hundreds is coming. Right. So we're going to lean back with the shoulder blades against the roller. Cross your mat and then support your head with your hands. Elbows wide, but still a little bit forward so you're not arching the back yet. So as we go back into extension, over the roller, we'll let the elbows drop down and open the chest. Head falls back in space, let the hands support you, that makes a little ridge. Then tip your head forward and the hands assist you lift. Look into your belly, pull the elbows slightly forward, down and in, as you curl the tail up and sink the belly. So we're going to go back into an arch. The tail drops so that the spine is going into extension at both ends. And then as you exhale to lift the head, you're also pulling the waist down, curving the tail up, look down into the abdominal wall. Arcing back again. This is another way to get a deep tissue massage around your shoulder blades. Also, the stretch of the throat should feel really good. We don't often do that since our heads are usually tipped down. And one more time. And forward here. Now stand into your feet, lift your hips up, and we're going to rock back and forth to the top of the shoulder. And then to the base of the rib cage. There you'll pull up into flexion, head lifts, upper curl, pull the knees forward, lift your hips, and move back into extension again. Stay off your neck, stay off the area below the ribs. We get a nice release here through the rib cage and the thoracic spine. The flexion extension will really help you add more weight into this massage. To get a deeper release. Sometimes it's just not the right day and you just want to keep planking, go back and forth because it can be confusing if you start out wrong and then try to switch. To get the benefit either way. And then we'll come back and lower the hips down to come upright. And slide the roller across underneath your knees. Then lay down into your back so we can take the roller across under your sacrum. So bridge up roll the legs in, cross the mat under your sacrum here, sort of the widest part of your hip. And then let's pull both knees into the chest. Let's press together like a even leg. And we'll let the knees sway over to the right here. Turn your hip to the left. Exhale back through center. Look up at the ceiling. And then as we go over to the left of the legs, you'll look to the right. Holding the right shoulder blade into the ground. Exhale, you might press into the edges of the roller with your hands. When you pick up the hip, we're going to the other side now. Getting a nice spiraling action through the muscles in your back and your abs. Come back to center. And again, legs go left, hip turns right. We'll exhale and pull back to center and then lift the legs up to the ceiling. Soft point with your feet. And bring the right leg back, the left leg forward. Looking for both a hamstring stretch on the upper leg and a hip opening stretch across the bottom. And then we inhale to switch. And exhale to switch. Really work into your range of motion here. You obviously can bend the knee as you bring the leg up and over. Try to have the bottom leg straighter so that you really get the hip extension. Also watch that you're tracking your feet, your legs in line with the hip joint. So as the legs pass each other, they're only about 4 to 5 inches apart. If you're tight across the outer hip, like in the IT band area, the legs will start to drift sideways. So keep pulling them in that case. Do one more set. Reaching up the wall, up to the ceiling, and then down the wall behind you. And then let's bring the legs up to the sky and externally rotate, those together, toes apart. To pull the legs open sideways, stretch your upper inner thighs, and then use those upper inner thighs to close the heels together. So the outer thighs pull the legs open, the inner thighs pull the legs together. We'll just do one more like this. And then exhale to close. Now leave your left leg up in the air, take the right leg out to the side, put extra weight into your left hip so that you feel some work into your oblique abdominals here. Then exhale, drag the leg up, move a little slower than you would like to so you feel the work of lifting and lowering the leg. So now the right leg is vertical, the left leg moves sideways, the right hip tries to rotate down into the roller. We exhale to pull the leg up. You can also always take your hand to the opposite hip bone in order to encourage more stability there. I remind you to really press down into that side of your body against the weight and movement of your leg. Here we go, right leg vertical, left leg out to the side. Exhale, lift, and one last time. Good. And now here for the left leg, reaching sideways. Exhale, pull it up. And then let's bend your knees and exhale, lower your feet down. We're going to take the right knee into your chest, lift the foot up to the ceiling, reach it back as far as you can. Softly point the foot and then you stretch the leg forward, draw an arc through the air and then tap the heel down. You'll lengthen it out along your mat, exhale and then pick the leg up. Now if this seems like it's too much arching your back, you would pull the other knee into your chest and that will give you a little more relief there. But if you don't need it, you just have that foot grounded. It's always going to be an inhale to push it forward and down, and then work into the stretch. Then feel that across the abdominal wall, across the hip bone press. Exhale to lift it up and back. Look for that hamstring lengthening there. And one more time, all the way down. Good. And then slide the foot back in. And here we go. We'll pull the left knee in. Extend that leg up and back a bit. Again, you can pull the right knee into your chest if you need to. And here we're finding the inside edge of your standing foot on the mat and reach the top leg out and down. So the leg stretches forward, you open it across the hip bone. Exhale and drag it up. Feel the weight of your leg as you move it and then bring it back. Reach forward, drawing an arc in the air in alignment with the hip socket, the hip joint here. and then exhale to bring that up and back. Pay attention to where the weight is in your standing foot and your right foot. Don't let the knee drift out because you've shifted weight to the lateral foot. Right, one more time, lift this down. We'll stretch it up here. And now let's just add the left arm going back with the chest lifts up. Bend your knee if it's too much, or just check where the roller is under your hips. Hip to the left leg is forward and left arm is back for the big stretch across the left side of your body. Inhale to find length from your fingers to your hip bone press to your toes. Exhale to feel the weight of your body drifting down, down, down towards the ground. And then we can bring the left side back in and extend the right side. Forward, arms back. Adjust as you need to. And then we can do both legs if you want a little bit more stretch here. This will give you a little additional arch in the back. Be sure that it feels comfortable for you. Bend the knees slightly if that helps you. And both arms go back. Or the arms don't have to go back at all. You can still hold them onto the roller. Just open up this whole front line of your body, of your torso, of your hips. And let the back of your body just hang off the front towards the ground. Like laundry hanging off a line. We'll bring the arms back to the roller, slide the feet in. Bridge up and take the roller out from underneath you. Push it aside, and we'll pull both feet into your chest. Just a little counter stretch here. And rock slightly side to side. All right, now we'll slide the legs forward and take the arms up to the ceiling or back towards the ears. And we're starting to lift the roll up. So we lift the arms, lift the shoulder blades, lift the head, neck, and chest. Exhale to come up. Curve through the air. Your head leads the way. As you dive forward over your knees, you're going to suck the waist back into a C-shaped spine. And then you can have the arms lower for a little easier workout. Take them higher for more intense. But wherever you choose to take your arms, be sure that you have control of the descent of your spine, one vertebra, 1 inch at a time. To adjust your arm position, to work this core for yourself. And then we lift to come up again. The shoulders fall behind you as you come up. The blades are still melting down your back. It pulls the whole spine forward. The rest of the spine follows like the cars in a train follow the engine. And you should feel a nice stretch here in the low back, in your hamstrings. And we come back again. So the pelvis rotates around the top of the femurs. The slower you come down, the more you're going to feel every inch of the abdominal wall working to bring you down, supporting you on the way down. Working eccentrically is what makes you the strongest in the fastest possible way. So let's lift again here. Go up, exhale, right before you knee to commence. So that lift, come up like a wave, and then dive forward, come down onto the beach. And back we go. We are going to just roll back right into our upright curl for hundreds next. So that means we're going to go down over the sacrum, over the waist, to the ribs, to the tip of the shoulder blades. Hold the knees in, arms at your side, parallel to the ground. Extend the legs up. Chest and head are moving forward, and we start pumping the arms. Keep your gaze down on your belly. So the head is tilted forward, and you're trying to get your neck as vertical as you can. Fingers can be a little open. Feel the air flow through. Toes still soft. So if you're pointing your feet, you don't want to grip. However, you can press the legs into each other for more support or in a thigh work and more connection into the transverse abdominis muscle here, the lowest abdominal muscle that works across your body. Arms are easy, but they're intent on reaching across the room. You have a strong upbeat and a strong downbeat as you breathe. You're gonna breathe and pump 4 or 5 times. Exhale the same. Here for one more breath. Exhale completely, belly draws deep. And then we can fold the knees in, lay your head down, turn your head side to side. Then you'll release in your neck. And then we'll stretch the legs forward again and the arms back, and we'll stretch the release in your abs. From here, reach for your theraband. We're going to take the band across the center of the right foot, ball of the foot, and the top of the arch. And then when you lift the foot up to the ceiling, you want to have like a firm support here. So the green bands are like the heavier ones, probably the most supportive for you. Perfect. And we'll point the foot, your little toe, and then come back to the ball heel. Lift the heel and let the weight of your glutes sink into the floor here. We want to get a lot of stretch here in the back of the leg. Depending on tightness, you may want to have the knee bent a little bit, but try to get the leg as vertical as you can. Now we'll end up with a soft point. Maybe take the leg slightly forward and begin the circles. So inhale across the body, holding the right hip rounded, the leg is low. Exhale, rotate as it pulls out to the right. The left hip is reaching down into the ground. So we do want to stretch the leg. We do want to reach out into space, but we also want to stay stabilized here with the pelvic girdle into and onto the mat. So you breathe through it with a short, deep inhale and then a long, slow exhale. Pivoting here from the elbows so that your wrist can remain relatively straight. So the forearms will lower and lift in line with the leg and the strap. One more. The shortest inhale possible, and then the longest exhale all the way around and up to the top. Feel the abdominal wall contraction at the end and reverse out to the right. Left side is pressing into the floor. You go long, reach it across, you drag it up to the ceiling here. And start the breath as you start to move the leg away from center. Come all the way around on that exhale, ride the exhale up to the top of the ride, and reach again. Actually helpful to think of pushing down with the left side of the body into the ground before the leg moves right, and then down into the right side of your hip before the leg moves left. Just one more like this. We're rotating the leg on the hip joint for the best fit in the hip socket. And then coming to the top, we'll take the ends of the band into the right hand. The left arm stretches long at your side, or possibly out to the side. If you feel like you're lifting your hip, take that left hand to the hip bone crest and push it down actively as the right leg reaches away. And we do a gentle rocking here, slow, smooth, small range of motion. Just trying to get a little bit of the stretch across the upper inner thigh. And then also feel the work of the left side of the body tipping down into the ground to keep the pelvis level. Exhale to lift the leg up to the ceiling. We'll switch hands at the top. The left hand holds the strap, the right arm can extend out. So as you cross the leg over, thinking of the thigh as close to perpendicular to the torso as possible. The knee might bend. You go where it feels like the best stretch for you with keeping the right shoulder down. Lengthening through the leg, rotating it internally to get more stretch into the glute. And the head turns to look out over the right hand. It gradually comes up higher as the shoulder blade drops deeper into the ground. And now we unwind, pulling down from the left shoulder to the legs to the right glute to lift the leg up. And now reach up high on the band, pull the leg back in towards your chest, towards your face. And then we fold the knee in, the band comes off. Hug the leg into your chest wall now, and then extend it forward. Shake out your legs. Again, the legs should only be 4 to 5 inches apart, but notice when you extend how the leg now wants to rotate externally. Allow that to happen. Right, and obviously we should go different things with each side. Maybe longer with the right leg, maybe more weighted, maybe more connected to the ground. just more relaxed after working. So here we'll pull the left leg in, embrace it tight, and then we'll place the band on the foot. The legs extend up. You may want to wrap the band around your hand, and then slide the elbows forward towards your hips. As you lift the leg up, again, try to work towards a perpendicular leg to the ground, parallel to the wall. First, soft point flex, then we'll toe ball heel. So really articulate your foot like we worked on articulating the spine, roll up. Since we have a quarter of the bones in our body and our feet, this is worthwhile doing. I'm going to try to relax all those joints and work all the little muscles and ligaments around. We end with the point, and we circle. Inhale, the leg moves across the body to the right, and then we go low. Keep pushing out into the strap. Keep pulling back with your arms, upper arms into the mat, and stretch again. It should be a deliberate and smooth action here of the leg. And typically, the more you push out into this band here, the more you're going to feel some space in the joint. You'll also end up with like length in your muscles, ease in your hips. And of course, we're working for strength in the core. So one more, short inhale, long exhale. That in itself helps relax your nervous system. Come up to the top and let's reverse. Out to the side, the right side is grounded, it's heavy, it sinks into the floor. It's dropping into quicksand, now the left side does the same. And we reach again. Remember to get that rotation going of the fingerhead on the joint. So a little external rotation, take it out to the side. It's neutral at the bottom. Internally rotate the legs, comes across the body and neutral at the top. One last one. Through this. With the longest possible exhale, so you go to abdominal wall contraction. And now here, left hand holds the strap. Right hand maybe pushes the hip bone down on the right side. Your arm can act as a kickstand here for the leg on the left. And then we do a gentle rocking. Just get a nice little stretch. Double check yourself. There's a good chance you could work to pull that right hip down a bit more. Increasing the stretch that you're going to find across the front of the pelvis and increasing the work in the core. Exhale, we lift the leg up. Switch hands down and cross the leg over. Extend that left arm out to the side. We're twisting here through the waist, through the lower back, and into the neck as you look over your left hand. Feel the weight of the body where it's connected to the ground. Pull that left leg towards your shoulder. We're unwinding now from the right shoulder to the waist, the left glute back onto the surface of your mat. Pull the legs up, maybe take the hands higher towards the foot. And then we can pull the knee in to hug the leg into your body. Embrace it in as tightly as you can. Just be sure your knee's happy with that. And then we stretch that leg out and down. Shake up those legs. And then take a moment to breathe and just feel what changes you created in your body here. You move next into rolling like a ball. So you can pull one knee into your chest. Exhale, lift the other leg up to the ceiling. And then roll forward and up to sit here at the front third of your mat. So hands to the shins, unless maybe this is new to you or it's more comfortable, take your hands to the back of your thighs. We're going to curl the tail up, pull the waist back, round your spine as much as you can. And it's helpful to have the elbows go wide forward so your weights move around to the front of your chest and the ribs can sit back a little further. You pick up your feet to balance on your sacrum. We're going to roll looking at your abs. So keep looking down, chin to chest, like the tail, roll your shoulder blades fully, and then exhale, come right back up. Here's where you want to be sure you have enough padding underneath your back. And as we roll, we try to roll in a straight line down the middle of your mat and a straight line back up. That would ensure that you're working your right and left side equally, which helps with the alignment in our bodies. And maybe breathe into the back, start with the inhale, breathe and expand the back before you get back. And exhale, pull the belly deeper to keep the spine curved a little bit forward. One last one. It's just off the ground, your hair can touch, but your skull should not. Okay, and then here we go into our ab series. So right hand to right ankle, it's right on the shin, left hand below the knee. And we're gonna pick up the knee, start curling the tail up, reach the other leg out long, push the leg up into your hands. So you go down with control and now pull the knee tight. So we inhale, we switch to legs. This is the first of the ab series, single leg stretch. One leg pulls in tight to the chest, the other one reaches out long. And you use the connection of your hand to your leg to hold you up deep into that upper curl. And then really feel that your abs and vertebra can support you here when you release the hand before you grab the other leg. Do one more set. Pull the left leg in, the right leg extends out. Now both knees in, one hand to each shin. Legs zipper together, and then we stretch everything up to the sky as you inhale. Pull the knees in and circle the arms wide and around. Embrace the legs into your body and reach again. Now the arms and legs can reach away from each other, but not if you flatten out your spine. So work hard to keep that upper ab curl. Feel that in the abdominals. Reach, stretch, and then pull everything in. One more time like this. Forward home. And our right leg is up, hands high on the ankle or calf. Left leg long and look down at your abs. Inhale, we switch. And exhale, switch again. Pull the leg towards your chest, bend your knee if you need to. And then when your leg is in, try to use your arms to pull your head and chest up a little higher, deepening your upper ab curl. One more set. Breathe through this. Both legs up, hands support the base of your head. Pull the head up, elbows down and in, legs zipper tight. So we're going to slide the feet forward just a little bit so you feel the work in the low abdominals. And then you exhale and you bring the legs up super slowly. So we're avoiding just letting the legs flop back and forth across the ceiling, right? So it should be deliberate movement. You're going to feel the increasing load and the decreasing load. Reach out, see if you can maintain the upper curl. If your back flattens, you've gone too low with the legs. If your back arches to the point where you feel like that is not good for me, you've gone too far, right? One of the reasons we don't do this to music is that we're really focused on the sensations in our body, paying attention to what it's telling us in movement. So now the right leg comes in, twist, and then to the left. Reach and rotate here. So in Pilates, we call this elbow to knee. You could also call it bicycle. Use that if you're working out in the gym. But it's up and forward. So try to come up and come across the tip of your blades. Also press down to the opposite hip so that you get more grounded through that hip bone to increase the work in your abs. We'll come back to center, get everything down, hug the legs in first, and then stretch them forward. Arms go back. Take the stretch, open up your abdominal line. And then we're going to lift the arms, looking at the shoulder blades, come up, roll up to sitting. Exhale, and then we'll take the legs open, wider than your hips. The arms can be forward, parallel to the ground. If you're really tight in the back line and your low back and hamstrings, you would elevate your hips and sit on the open lung or something like that. So let me push down, lift the chest, lift the halo, eyes on the horizon. We look down the nose, tipping the chin towards the base of the throat. Now just keep the shoulders where they are, lift the head and the neck. And then the head and the neck moving forward moves the upper back, the mid back, the low back. We're taking a deep dive forward as if the head's going to dive down to the ground between your knees. Stretch out your spine and pull your waist back into that curve. Then press down through your heels, through your sits bones, sink the tail into the center of the earth, and zip your back up on top of your pelvic girdle. And then we're looking down again. And just unzipping your back from the wall behind you. So you're peeling it off from the top to the base. Your waist pulls back. As you go forward, out and around. Open up that area across your sacrum, the SI joint area, the low back. Press into the ground and articulate up again. And your gaze will go across the floor to the far wall and then up on the horizon. We'll do this one more time. Look down. It's a long exhale, out, over, down. Curving here as you're coming over a beach ball. So you do get some hip flexion, but it's not all about the hip flexion. It's also about the rounding of your spine. And then stack come up. It's not necessarily going to look really round through that lumbar area because that has the inverse curve. But even if you can pull it back, you're going to feel the stretch, right? All right, so here let's slide the heels in, open leg balance, and rock her. So you can hold on to your thighs, you can hold on to your shins, and then rock lifting your feet up in the air. Today we're going to take both legs up at the same time, so we're taking them both up. Hold that balance point on your sacrum, and then exhale, slide the feet back in. They come together and in towards your tail. Reach up and out here. The hands can slide around towards the outside of the calves, and then coming back in. Eventually, you might be able to take your hands to your toes. I haven't tried this in a long time. Let's see. Ooh, yeah. So you get like a really good feeling here by lifting up at the heels, getting more stretch into the calves. And we'll do one more. Play your own game here. And then back. Now we're going to take the legs up and roll. So it's a little easier to have your hands closer away from the feet. Eventually, yeah, you might want to try rolling with your hands to your toes or your heels. So we're going to lift the tail, roll back to the shoulder blades, hips in the air. Exhale back up, find your balance point, and roll again. Well, we consider this a massage for the back and a chance to really have deep breathing. Because you go back when you're inhaling, you need a deep breath to come up and find your balance point. And one more time. And then let's close the legs. Hold onto your thighs, maybe lift them a little higher. Bend your knees if you need to. Balance on your sacrum, arms up. This is your advanced teaser position. Hands to your thighs, bend your knees, and let's roll the spine down. Come down with control again. And then here, let's grab your TheraBand. Take it across both feet this time. Or corkscrew. So again, you can choke up on the band. You want to have it feel very supportive for your legs. Elbows down at your waist, slide the elbows forward so your neck is long. And let's go ahead and tip over to the right as far as you can without falling. So really feel that work into your arms. Exhale, pick up your right hip bone, bring it across the body and take your legs as far over as they go to your left. Look to your right even. Everyone feel your obliques and then come back to center. We'll do that again. Over to the right. Look away. Exhale through center. Maybe inhale to the side. Legs to the left, right shoulder down. Exhale back. Now we are going to do circling of the legs and allowing you today to do some hip movement here. But maintain the work. So we're going super slow. So let's go over to the right, tip your hip, go forward and around. Over here, around the sacrum, over to the left. So that work in your core, come back up to the top, and let's reverse it. So let's circle to the left, rotating the hip here, take it around. With the massage into the SI joint area. How far can you tip and then work your obliques to pull you back to center? And let's do that again. So I know everyone could do this really fast. The trick is, can you do it really slowly and get the work out of your core that you're looking for? We'll go again over to the left. So really tip the pelvis, work into the oblique line by pushing down through the right shoulder blade here. Around the curve, over to the other side, and then back up to the ceiling. Good, I hope you all felt that. And then we pull the legs on in, and we're coming up to sitting croissant. So you roll forward and up, and again the legs extend out. Elevate your hips if that's helpful to you. And if when you sit upright, you can't feel a little indentation in your low back, you do need to sit elevated on something. Or you need to bend your knees enough that you can actually move your spine. So arms out to the side, we rotate to the right and we dive over, we stretch out long. And try to roll that right shoulder up and back, look behind you as if you're looking for your fingertips. And then come all the way up, center, and we spin here to the left. Or weight in the right glute. We're spiraling through the chest. The arms will lengthen, pull the fingers long, wrists are straight. Coming up, unwind, spin here to the other side. Palm is up and you're reaching for the back diagonal across the room. Lift, unwind. Remember, use your arms to help you find more rotation so you can push your right hand into the left leg to pull the right shoulder forward and then the left one pulls back. And as the head goes down, the arm lifts higher, so maybe you'll be able to see it. And then just lower the arms, close the legs, flip over on your stomach, swan with the roller. So extend the arms out, the rollers, halfway between elbows and wrists. Arms can be a little wider than your shoulder, or even wider than that if you feel like you're tight in your chest today. Ears between arms, face off the ground. So pull back with the scapula first. We're going to pull the eyes and the chest forward and then lift up. At the top of the movement, think of lifting your tail a little bit to ease the pull in the lordotic part of your spine, the inverse curve. And then we're going to zip the belly into the mat from the pubic bone up to the navel, to the rib cage, to the chest, and then we suspend the head and neck between the arms. So the shoulder blades pull back, you're engaging your triceps and your lats. Pull the head and chest forward, go across the floor with your eyes and then look up the wall. Even look to the ceiling. Keep looking up on the way down so you can increase the stretch in the abdominal wall. We've worked it a lot, we need to stretch it. And then head glutes here, parallel to the ground. One more time. Lift here. And then release. Take your time, or letting the back release you, and the abs shorten as the back lengthens. All right, roll it to the side. And you can sit back in the child's pose. Curve your back here, round it out. All right, and then let's come up and lay on your side. We're moving into side cats. So for this, you can take your legs, they are stacked and maybe 30 degrees, 25 or 30 degrees away from the length of your spine. Prop yourself up on your elbow if that works for your neck. If it doesn't, you can lay the arm out and lay your head and neck on your arm. From here, easiest position, right hand in front of your chest. Pull that left elbow in. Lift the leg up. And we flex the foot. So reach the leg forward, double pulse, 1, 2, point the foot, take it back. Pulse twice and again. I'm sorry you have to leave, but I know you'd be here longer if you could. Are you going to be around this summer so you can come back when we're here? We're only doing Tuesday, but it starts on June 4th. All right, that'll be great. Good luck getting through graduation and alumni weekend. I know you've got a lot to do. Come back to center, and we lower the leg down. We're going to rotate the leg externally, point to lift the leg high, and then flex to bring it down. Point to lift, flex and close. One more. Pull the space open between your legs, and then squeeze it tight. Reversing the foot, flex high, point, reach it out and down. Flex to lift, point, stretch it away. Let's do one more like that. And here, double K. So you bend the knee, we slide the foot in towards the tail, pull the knee to the shoulder, extend the leg up, flex the foot, and straight leg down, kiss the heels together. Point the
foot and you glide. Open the in, extend the leg, flex, reach out and down, very nice. Point, pull. Extend, flex, and down you go to reverse it. Leg flows up in the air, foot is flexed. Point the foot, bend the knee, tap the toe down to the upper inner thigh and then skate it forward. Reach out and feel it, your waistline lengthens. Then you lift, point and bend, toe down, both legs stretch for the far wall. You lift, point and bend, and then skate it forward, lengthening both legs. Here, rond de jambe, big circle. So inhale, pull the leg forward, rotate externally up, back, around, and through center. And then the leg moves forward again. Give yourself that rotation at the hip. We practiced it earlier. Here we're doing it on your side, so it's a little more difficult. Keep that stabilization here through your side line. The leg comes back on top of the other one, reverse. Take it back, rotate the leg externally, forward, around, and through center. Reach back, your gaze is straight ahead. Try to keep your hips stacked too, without the top one falling back or rounding forward. And here, figure four, we'll take the top leg in front of the thigh, the upper thigh or the hip, and push the knee away. The bottom leg comes up, and then we lower it down. Inhale to lift it, the bottom foot is still flexed, and then bring it down. Lift again, and exhale to lower. So lift, reach out, and we circle around and up. 1, nice and high. 2, try to draw a perfect circle. 3, without rolling back onto your back shoulder. Now we reverse, circle around and up. 1, and 2, and 3, to lift, lower the leg. Let's lay the arm down if you're not there already. Lay your left ear on your left arm. Look straight ahead, and then we stack the legs and slide the legs back so they're maybe 10-15 degrees away from your spine. So easiest to have the hand in front of your chest, more difficult, hands overhead, making a little basket by having your fingers press into each other. Push the bottom arm down, and we're picking the top leg up to pike. Now the bottom leg lifts and then lowers. It lifts and then sinks to the ground. Top leg stays where it is in space. Now lift the bottom leg, and then we're going to let it support the top leg down, and then push the top leg up. So think top leg dead weight, bottom leg doing all the work here to push it high and to bring it low. And then we're going to lift and hold it and do little walks with the legs. You're still on your side. And then big giant swinging steps. You have to really press into your arms wherever they are to maintain this. Don't look at your legs, look straight ahead so you stay on your side seam. Pull the legs back together, they go up and then they go down. And now we're on our stomachs here for grasshopper. Overlapping the hands under your forehead. We're just going to lift both legs from the glutes and clap. Open and close the thighs to pull the legs apart and together lightly. Breathe fully in and fully out. While you do this, think of dropping your tail and pressing the front of the pelvic girdle into the ground. Almost like you're working towards a little tuck against the weight of the legs in order to keep the pelvis level. One more breath. And down. Okay, and then we're pushing off the ground. Sit back in your child's pose. Round the spine here, hip is down. Tail is curled under. And then stack your spine coming up from the bottom to the top. And let's spin around till we're on the right side. Okay, and you can always turn the mat if you want to see the front or what everyone else is doing. I'm glad you showed up for class though, and thanks for trying it out. It's good. Okay. All right, so here we go. You find your connection into your body. Pull the elbow towards your armpit, top hand into the ground, legs forward, feet flex. So you're going to lift the top foot, that's still flexed. You inhale to slide it forward and pulse 1, 2, point the foot, reach it back in a soft point and press 1, 2, double beat forward, double point back. Really work back through the sits bone and the tail as the leg goes forward to increase the stretch in the hamstring. And then when you push the leg back, really use that glute to pull the leg away while you're balanced here on your side. One more like this. Try to lengthen the head away from the shoulders and vice versa. Come back with the leg and lower it down. External rotation, we point to go high and flex to go low. Drag the space open, squeeze the air out from between your legs. One more point, lift and flex down. Now reverse it. Flex to lift, point, stretch it away. Flexing up, point, lengthening down. And last one here. Double peg, bend the knee, slide the foot in, knee to the shoulder, extend the leg, flex the foot, exhale all the way long. So you glide it in, extend it up, flex, press it down. One more like that, pull, knee to shoulder, then reach the leg up, straightening the knee, straight leg down, and now reverse. The foot stays flexed, straight leg up in the air, point the foot, bend the knee. That pulls into your shoulder and towards your ear, and you glide the leg long and lift. Point and bend, exhale all the way down. One more time. And here your rond de jambe. So inhale forward, rotate the leg externally, up, back, start to rotate it internally so it comes back across the other leg in parallel. We do that again. See what you need to do to press whatever is connected to the mat to uphold you in position against this movement and weight of your leg. And then we're coming to center and reversing it. Glute is working, core is active. You try to stay balanced right on your sideline no matter what the leg is doing in this exercise or any of these other side kick movements. Okay, and then here we go. Figure 4. If you wrap your hand around your foot, around the ankle, and then we lift the bottom leg up and bring it down. Inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Inhale high and exhale low. Lift and hold. Circle around and up 1, and 2, and 3. And then reverse your circles around and up 1, and 2, and 3. Reach it up, lay it down, extend your top leg. Then we lengthen the bottom arm out. So right ear on right arm. And we can press the top leg up in the air, hip height. And then the bottom leg lifts to touch it and then comes down to the mat. Lifts again, give it a little support and then take it away. Hold the leg where it is. Going up. Exhale, pressing down, lift and hold. And then the bottom leg supports the top one down and pulls it on up. Reaches it down and then lifts it. One more of those. Coming up, sinking down, lift and hold, little walks. Oh, and right, forgot, you can take the arms overhead. Or not. And then your big, giant, gliding, swinging legs. It really helps to press one hand into the other. So you connect into those upper obliques, connect into the upper abdominals. Okay, legs together, they lift, they lower. And then let's just go ahead and lay down onto your back. All right, so here, let's work into our teaser. I know you all want a grand finale here, right? So the legs are forward, and they can be parallel, they can be a turnout, depends what really works for you. And then the arms are forward. So we're gonna slide the arms forward along the mat as you come to your upright curl. Just pull the legs up, bend them if you need to. Bring the hands up towards the outside of the ankles. Reach your fingers for your feet. And then we're going to curl the tail up, roll the spine down. So get to your sacrum before you seriously start pushing the feet away. For most women, toes at eye level. So the heels touch, the blades touch, and then your head rests down. Do it again. You can always do this with a TheraBand around your feet. You can also do it with your hands holding onto the back of your thighs. So we scoop the arms forward, scoop the belly in, exhale to come up to balance point. Remember, we were in this position earlier, but of course, it's much more difficult when you've got to come up off the ground and then back to the ground, protecting your spine, but keeping the legs in the right alignment with your face, with your eyes. One more time, lift your head, scoop the arms forward, big exhale. So as it's picking the legs up for you, imagine holding a magic circle or ball between your hands, squeeze it, rotate the pinkies up a little bit so you get that connection from the arm work into the abs, come all the way down. That was great, good job. So here, pull your knees into your chest, hug them in tight, and we're going to roll up to sitting, and then let's end going into a bit of a plank, so come up to stand at the end of your mat. You can choose to do your planks either on your forearms or on your hands and wrists, but to decide what you know works best for you. So, we typically do these with the heels together, toes apart. Lift the arms up to the ceiling, take a little upper back extension, palms forward, dive over to bring your hands to the ground. Bend your knees if you need to, and then we walk forward out into your plank. Go onto your elbows if that's what's better for you. And even onto your knees if that's right. So pull, spread the hands wide. Really push down into your hands and get a feeling of lift through your chest. The ribs are lifting up to fill in the space between the blades. You're going to reach forward with your halo, back with your tail, back with your heels. And just hold this position. With every inhale, the belly does drop a little bit as you expand the abdominal wall. And then with the exhale, think of knitting the navel up and into your spine. Couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale here. And one more time. Hike up, tail in the air, and then walk your hands back. Get your heels down as soon as you can. Hang low, stretch out your spine. You probably want to bend your knees and think of your feet flattening before you come up. And then you start to sink your tail, you stack your spine. Gazes down until you're upright with the shoulders and bring your gaze across the floor to the wall. Take a deep breath in. Sigh it out. We're good for today. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, you're such a great class.